Norway is the host country of this COP, the CMS Convention on Migratory Species. Why is Norway hosting this COP?
Well, we Norwegians are here because of migratory species. I mean, the first Norwegians followed the reindeer up to the north, then they discovered the salmon, which is a migratory species. We have every spring in about April, a lot of birds are coming from Africa and Southern Europe here. It's a jubilant mood in that part of the year. So migratory species are very close to the heart of Norwegians. Bergen is the most international place in Norway because the port here, where German traders met with Norwegian fishermen. Fishermen brought cod, the traders brought grain, and the city of Bergen was the melting point for this trade. At the port here, people did not speak Norwegian, they spoke German those days.
What for you or for the government of Norway are some of the key things that you think delegates should focus on?
They should focus on all the specific acts we do need to take to protect migratory species, to create habitats. For instance, for a bird who is moving from, say, Norway to Kazakhstan or Russia and then to Greece, they need habitats in all these places. They should be protected against transmission lines where the electricity are killing birds. They should be protected against illegal hunting, and of course climate change is also a main threat to many migratory species, because if just one of the habitats are transformed by climate change, that may be a deadly threat to a bird or to a mammal. I think a key message from this conference to Durban will be that migratory species are threatened by climate change. It's urgent. In Durban we need to take action to reduce the emissions, and we do have to protect the environment and do climate adaptation. And climate adaptation is of course essential not just for human beings but also for many other species like birds and mammals who are moving from one habitat to the other. Key issues for Norway is marine litter. I mean, if you go into the seabirds, which the number of seabirds are drastically going down in the North Atlantic area. One reason may be all the plastic which are in the stomachs, thrown out by humans from the fishing fleet or the cruise lines or simply from individuals. That must stop. Another matter is the electrocursion, that's high voltage transmission lines. Then the bird collide with those, they are killed, and then are trying to isolate some of these in the most vulnerable areas. And the third main issue is to create a network of habitats throughout Europe, for that matter throughout the world, where birds can be safe in all the different habitats. One specific measure we are taking here is to pay farmers to start the sowing season later, because then a bird coming from, say, Spain or Italy, staying for a couple of weeks in southern Norway, can then migrate again to northern Norway, even up to the North Pole.
Why is the lesser white-fronted goose so important for Norway?
It's become somewhat of a symbol. If you go 100 years back, there was a huge number of them. People did hunting for them. That was even part of the diet in some parts of Norway. The number has come drastically down. So it's a symbol of how we are acting towards the planet. And we must now get up the number of these geese.
Now, why are you engaged so much in the international, species conservation, and why are you supporting CMS?
Because I think we have realized once and for all that we cannot live in a bubble here. If we want to protect, if I want to protect my children, my youngest daughter will live probably close to 2090 in Norway. The only way to protect her from major disasters is to be active on the national scene, to avoid terrorism, avoid wars, and avoid environmental degradation and poverty. We cannot have an affluent, good, environmentally friendly life in Norway unless we are active in international processes. The theme of this COP is those species like birds who are moving from between different parts of the world. We tended to see them as Norwegian birds going to Africa for a while, but we now of course understand that they are true internationalists, and they are dependent on good living areas, maybe in Africa, then in Italy or Spain, then in southern Norway, and then ultimately going close to the North Pole. And unless they can stay in all these different areas, they will be extinct. So there is no way we can protect them without cooperating with other nations in making a network of habitats.